What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for Production Car Challenge at Winton, and I am pretty much regretting all the iRacing decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Yeah, I accidentally ended up in, like, I guess the Clio top split for the week or something amongst the Australians, because all the higher Clios, excuse me, are in here, which is insane. So that's something. I also am in here with Wade, who I have raced once before, maybe twice. Name is definitely not unfamiliar, but anyways, he's very fast and I am very not because this track is fucking awful. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I need to get a race in here this week just for participation, but I also want to win because I've never won here because this track is awful. And driving this car around here is awful. And the fact that we have four different classes running around here, all of relatively similar pace, is awful. So yeah, this is going to be one of the races of my career. I'm not excited in the slightest. I just got done recording a really good race that hopefully, if this goes well, will be bumped to next week. So you'll see that later. But I was in a really good mood about iRacing this morning after some rough times lately. And this is going to come ruin it. Yeah, we're even slower than the leading 86 there of Richard, who granted is very fast, and I think I have more pace than a 30.2. I think I can hit the 29s, but he's very fast, so he's going to be up in there with us. Wade's at 28.77 because he is insane, and I can't do that. Again, my best of the week is like 29.50, so that was an absolutely perfect nailed once in a lifetime. Can't do it again. Lap 29.50, 29.40 in there, but we're not going to be competing with him unless he gets junked by a lap car or something, which I never wish will ill upon anybody. But sorry, Wade, if you can just screw off so I can get this win and never drive at this dumb track ever again, that would be great. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not excited. The worst part is there are only three Mustangs. He's at like 4,500. I'm right at 3,000, and Rock Rega in the 38 car is like 220 iRating. And that wouldn't be a problem. Whatever, come in here, learn whatever. It's not against the rules. 6X and Q is not great, but whatever. The problem is I'm going to probably lose iRating for finishing second when I should finish second. I'm probably going to lose 15 or 20 iRating because Wade's going to gain 30, let's say. I'm going to lose 20 and Rock is going to lose 10. Like, make that make sense. I don't want to gain everything. I understand I finished second, but like Wade should gain like 15, I should gain 2, and Rock can lose 17. I don't understand how finishing second out of 3 as a 3,000 iRating in a relatively high Mustang SOF, I guess it's going to be like a 2,000 something iRating technically. Why that's a negative. So we'll see. I'm not in a great mood about it, but we gotta go run it. Hopefully we can just keep a 0x. I did self spin in Q because I'm dumb, and again, this track fucking sucks. But yeah, so we'll get right to it.
Are we no gapping?
I think this is going to be insane. Actually, I know this is going to be insane, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Of course, the um, Mazdas are going to start at the back, even though Herbert was the fourth fastest qualifier overall, faster in all but one of the 86s. The 86s are going to start behind the Clias, even though all these 86s were faster than the Clias. And they're all going to start behind Rock because Mustang go burr. So it's going to be a mess. There's going to be some death. Again, fortunately, it's not going to be us immediately. Hopefully, it's not us at all. We'll see what Michael ends up with here, but it's just, this is a poor car track combination for this series. So we'll see how it goes here for SR guys, for Henri. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, make sure you drop a like and a sub down below so you don't miss any of the action from iRacing or anything else we do. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully we can survive this race. I think we're going to end up second. As long as we don't get killed and end up third, that'll be fine because we'll lose a shit ton of iRating for that. But, I've resigned myself that we're just going to get our participation in there.
35.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun. Enjoy the race.
Not going to happen, Wade, but thank you for the encouragement. So we'll see how this goes. Again, hopefully we can just have a nice, smooth, clean race here. Get this over with. Get something recorded here. Short pace lap, though, which is nice. Just a couple corners, which is bad because that probably means cold tires are going to kill me. But again, all the fast guys are back at like 8th place because all the Clios are right up behind us. So I don't know whose idea this was or why this is a thing. I get that's free track and it's in the rotation, but it's awful. It should not be a track we're going to with a 4-class series for sure. So, but here we are. I'm on the grid, so we'll get ready to rock and roll. We'll let Wade set this pace here. Of course, he's going to be on driver's left for turn 1, which is a very bumpy chicane. But of course, these last 2 corners, he's going to be driver's right, so. I want the tire heat.
Michael, these guys are
myself.
a team, so I think we need to box them in.
All right.
Sorry, mate, what was that?
We're ready to go. Scary, 25 minutes.
I don't
Survival is going
trust
to be
the
key.
blue card.
And here we go.
I mean, why would you trust somebody who took his name off Mario?
That was actually a funny comment. All right, we're underway. 25 minutes. Hopefully wade throughputs. I never say that, but it's the only way I'm going to enjoy this race is if we somehow get a victory out of it. But I don't see it happening. You can use all the curve there. Those are pretty flat curbs. See if we can learn anything while we're here. We have to be here doing this. We might as well learn a little bit, but I think he's going to disappear off in the sunset pretty quickly, so. Not going to be a contest. Hopefully Rock holds up those Clios for a little bit, and then the Clios subsequently hold up the 86s. That's their only shot, so. Again, just survival here. Cold tires are pretty awful. But again, whole track is fucking awful. I will say it again and again, so. I knew this track was awful. I ran here in the V, whenever I ran V last season or 2 seasons ago. Ran one start here, and it was awful. Did not have fun, did not enjoy it. Difficult track layout, scary track layout. And I was like, wow, fast cars should never really come here, and then we get thrown into this. So. Big wide turn in there by Wade for this third to last corner. That's interesting. Anyways, big fields in this PCC. Obviously, big class differential. So, just in my mind, not the wisest choice for this, but we'll see how it's reviewed. It's been pretty popular this week, actually, in the first 2 days.
I think you're blinking more than somebody with sand in their eyes.
That's actually funny, too. But anyways, we survived the one, which is good. Not going to be able to compete with this guy, obviously, so. I knew this was going to be a disaster when we talked about this pre-week in my Discord with some of the guys, and even Carl Sampson, who is my favorite Australian New Zealander. I just looped them together. Sorry, Carl. ANZ is my referred to group for them. But anyways, I knew this was going to be bad when he echoed my opinions of this track and said it was awful. That's how you know it's bad, because the Australian New Zealand guys always are clamoring about getting more Australia, New Zealand tracks so that they can race on home soil, which is fair enough.
Come on,
I understand that
why
completely.
defending like this?
But like, to be able to have him be like, yep, track sucks, it's not going to be any fun, it's awful, you're going to hate it. Like, that's all I need to know. So, I guess I'm glad it's free so that we don't have to pay to drive this bullshit, but we'll see. I think that the Clios are probably faster than us also once they get some tire heat, so we'll just trot around here. Try not to die is going to be really the key, so yeah, get our participation in. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm probably going to have to try to run this again just in like the middle of the night or something to try to get a participation in. Try to get a victory in so we never have to drive this dumb track again. But looks like the Clios have tripped over each other a little bit there, so Michael's got a big gap now. Carl will be able to answer this question. So Carl, if and when you watch this, let me know, did V8 supercars race here? I feel like they did back in like the 90s or the early 2000s. Not 100% sure on that, obviously, but I feel like supercars has come here a couple times, which is insane because, again, this track is absolutely dreadful for cars of this pace. I don't know how you'd ever drive something as fast and as, you know, insane as a supercar here, but I do suppose that maybe the old Commodores and Falcons were a little bit slower than the modern machinery, even the Gen 3 cars or Gen 2 or whatever the previous ones were before the Camaro and the new Mustang. But even back then, back in the 90s and 2000s, they were beasts of cars, obviously, with huge horsepower numbers, and there's no way that this would have been any fun doing that. But I guess I could just Google that, but I like hearing it from the sources, so let me know. Again, this is already not that much fun. Ethan and I actually decided we weren't even going to do a group race this week, which is why I'm doing this. We were going to run last night for a group event and decided not to because we had so little fun at this. So Be back next week with the group races at Navarra. Hopefully, I've never run a lap at Navarra, another new free track, actually a brand new track entirely, so we'll have to go learn that one as well, and then it'll be all tracks I'm familiar with. At least Ethan's still learning some of them from not having done as much road as I have in the last 11 years. Dip below 31, which is good. Still slow. Still, you know, maybe just barely faster in the Clio leader, which is good, I guess. But we're in a full cruise here, so we're not going anywhere. And again, it sucks. I don't know because I don't run any overlays or anything. It sucks that we're going to lose ironing for this. We're out here cruising. Dude is untouchable at my pace. He's probably among the fastest of the week. I think he was an Australian guy, so he probably has this track circled. And then here I am just showing up one time and getting my ass handed to me, rightfully so, because we are not good here. But definitely going to need either just a bunch of shitty Mustang drivers or no other Mustang drivers to check this one off this week. So keep an eye out for that. But that won't be a recording, obviously, unless stuff goes disastrously wrong and the other things I want to record this week. But yeah. I've run a lot of practice laps, so it's not even like I'm out of practice for this and don't know what I'm getting myself into. I've probably run 40 or 50 practice laps here this week and just cannot figure it out. It just doesn't feel good, doesn't feel natural, feels clunky, and it's just not fun. Like, it's not a good track, you can't pass. Even if we could catch Wade, or vice versa, where do you pass a car, especially a car that has more straightaway speed than you? Yeah, he's in the 28s, so I'll take my 30.5s or whatever here. Just keep chilling out. But I mentioned this earlier in Discord talking with the guys. I was like, even if you catch traffic here, which we'll probably catch some Mazdas at some point, where do you pass them? There are no straightaways of any length around here. I mean, just run down the last two corners, maybe. Run down the front stretch, maybe. But those aren't even really long enough to pass more than one single car. So if they're in a battle, you're just inserting yourself in their battle and splitting them up just to try to get through lap traffic. Like, the Mustang speed differential here is like a Monaco speed differential. You're not going to see us be so much faster than the other classes where it's just an easy pass if we catch traffic, which is just awful. That's just horrible. That's the only advantage to driving the Mustang, is that you have straightaway speed, because otherwise the thing is a 15-year-old scan of a brick, which is fine. It is what it is, and I love it for being that. But
bro, this is so dangerous.
At tracks like this, it's just not, it doesn't work for this multi-class facet, especially as we've seen at every other track. The Clios are, in the good drivers' hands, the Clios are a little bit faster than the Mazda 86, but in most drivers' hands, the Mazda and 86 are like the same exact pace. They're basically interchangeable, and they make speed in very different ways. The 86 is generally faster.
You fucking idiot, yellow.
People are dying all over the place, so there's hope. Big field, so still hope. But again, this track, I mean, in this series, the Mazda and the 86 are basically the same pace. I mean, fast 86 drivers will beat fast Mazda drivers in general, especially with the tire heat up that the Mazda has right now. But
Yeah.
it's just, it's not, it doesn't make any sense why this is a thing, because this is like as bad of a track as it comes. Like, Lime Rock's pretty bad just because there aren't any straightaways there other than the front stretch. There are no straightaways here, just none. And there are like some extreme twisty bits, like these next three corners. I'm sure they're better in cars to actually handle, unlike, again, this absolute brick of a car. But like, this is just, it's not even fun. Which is sad, because it could be fun, but if it's so fun I don't want to race it with my friends, that's how you know it's not good. Rock is towed, it looks like there, I believe. Which, again, as long as we don't die, we'll secure our second place.
Bro, what?
I'm happy to be in second place. Hopefully, again, nothing against Wade. Hopefully he gets killed or throughputs or whatever, so I don't have to do this dumb thing ever again.
You scare me.
But he is mega fast, so he has plenty of pace to be able to run away and just hang out up there, which is good with me. Got people dying all over the place. Are we almost done? Nope, we're not even 10 minutes in. Okay. I was hoping we were almost done. But no dice. Overdrove turn 1 there. Compromises 2 as well. Lose speed all the way up to here. Richard in the leading 86 is only 9 seconds behind now. I would expect him to have a chance to come catch us here. Maybe not, but this race is going to end up being 17 or 18 laps at leader pace, so he's going to have to pass a lot of traffic, though. That's my only saving grace. I have no pressure to even try to pass anybody quickly. There's no reason to. We're not going anywhere, and it makes no difference. But I mean, he doesn't either. He can take his sweet time, because even if he slows down 2 seconds a lap, it's going to take me eons to catch him. And as soon as he gets free track, he's going to pull away another 1.5 seconds a lap. So no pressure. It's not even a contest. I can't even keep the pressure on him like I can in some of the Cadillac races and stuff to, you know, make a mistake or go through his tires, because we can't even see the dude anymore. But he's officially caught the first Mazda. Actually, probably at a pretty good spot right at the last couple corners, coming up to start-finish line straight, as I plow my balls off through that corner there. Rikus, I guess, is the first guy that's going to be
Thanks
caught
for the
here.
room, bud.
Who is now spun out. Oh, it's coming to pit road, I should say. This honestly isn't even fun. It's literally not even fun. It's okay, we'll get our participation in here, we'll get our points in. Probably not going to be a great points week, but it'll be another second place finish in the Kia and the Cadillac, or excuse me, the Mustang and the Cadillac, which I have been excellent at here. It's going to be 3 straight second places in the Cadillac to start the season here, the first 3 weeks, which you have not seen that video yet. That's going to be a tomorrow video. I wanted to space out some of the Cadillac and Kia content. There's going to be a lot of Global Challenge content just because I'm running both of those cars, both those series, or the one series in both cars every week. So you're going to see a lot of global, but I wanted to space them out a little bit since the last 2 days have been global. So yeah, that'll be a tomorrow video, but I mean, spoiler alert, I guess. But we're going to pick up another second place here. At some point, eventually, we'll win. Again, if I come run this by myself, we're not going to count that as a win in terms of my participation for the week or anything. This is my point start, if you want to look at it that way. So it's not going to be very many points, but we're not chasing points. I don't care. Just want to race. So we've kept a 4-second gap to Michael in the lead Clio. Obviously, all those lead Clios are very fast. We can keep it under a 31, which is a respectable time. I think that most of the fast guys are in the 30s for all the other classes, so not so far out to lunch here that we're just awful and in the way. At least we haven't been caught by anybody yet. Again, I think that Richard is faster than us in the lead 86, but still got a relatively long way to go, and we're going to have some traffic before we worry about that. So I'm driving really badly because I'm not paying attention. I'm talking and I'm thinking about other things, but I literally do not care. Like, I'm not having fun. It's not enjoyable. It's not going to be a good watch. I don't know what my thumbnail is going to be because we haven't done anything, but my only chance is just taking a picture of a wreck elsewhere in the field or something and hoping for the best, or be lapping traffic or something.
Thanks for the room, bud.
Oh, yeah.
No problemo.
Sorry I sound all depressed and sad about this event. I'm really not. I'm actually in a very good mood this morning. Like I said, I recorded another race before this that we'll see probably next week, I would assume. But that was a lot of fun. That was a really good race. And most fun I've had on the sim in a couple of weeks now as far as an official race goes. So that was good. But we'll decide to postpone that posting. I kind of had to record that in case this didn't go well. I mean, technically it's not going well, but I meant as far as death goes, so. But since this is going pretty well so far, this will be a today video, nice Wednesday video, so hope everybody's having a wonderful middle of the week day. Is hump day still a thing? Is that still a thing that people do? I don't know why that ever came to be. Like, I don't know why I get that it was a camel, but is there a double entendre meaning to that or something? But 10 minutes to go. Woo! And of course, Rock is still here, so we can't just bail and leave. That would be the ideal. Is just screw it. Here's 3/4 of a race. It's been real. See ya. But we can't do that. And again, I genuinely, as a general consensus, enjoyed driving this car around pretty much any track. And I don't hate driving around it here in this. I mean, it is what it is. It's not my favorite track, but it's fine. The problem is that you can't race here. Like, there's no passing opportunity. It's not an engaging track. It's pretty straightforward. So it doesn't make racing around here, even solo, that much fun, which I suppose is part of the point of PCC. You're supposed to just sometimes have fun driving in D-Class, but this is not that. And again, I'm going to have to find a split where I can just get in and win one and be done with this dumb track forever. Easier said than done. But these 3 corners are just brutal. Just because of these 3 corners, they should get rid of this track. If they straighten this out here behind that tree and just connected these 2 right-handers, at least that would be, you know, a semi-competent complex of corners. But 3 hairpins in a row in this car in this series are just horrible. So I hope that everybody else enjoys it. I hope it's super popular for the series. The series needs a good popular week like this. I don't know how popular PCC is on the weekly. I don't keep track of that stuff anymore. But this is not an enjoyable one from my seat. So I'm glad I don't have to have that discussion as a member of the community reps. But now 20 seconds behind Wade. Just about 8.5 minutes to go, a little bit less. So he's got probably 6 laps to go. Let's run around to a low 31 because it makes no difference. We're just cruising. Again, my best is like a 29.4, 29.5 in that range somewhere. No pressure to even try to get anywhere near that. I guess the only benefit is at my pace so far we haven't caught any traffic, which is good. That sounds awful, but at some point here we're going to have to pass a couple of cars, including a Mustang, so. That's the other thing, if you catch a slow Mustang like Rock is, not that he's doing anything wrong, but where do you pass him? Because, you know, even with no straightaways, or even if there were a lot of straightaways, he has the exact same pace I have, so. Don't really understand how this is supposed to be good racing. There's going to be a lot of incidents. This might be the most instant heavy week of the entire season. I mean, other than a place like the Red Bull Ring, where it's just 1X's galore for everybody always, I can't think of another track, or yeah, I can't think of another track where you get 1X's a lot. Spa used to be that way. It's a little bit better now, but I mean, there's just going to be death here because you can't pass, you can't run even around here by yourself, probably in a lot of cars, so. Just not that much fun, but getting through it, surviving, and it'll be a race for sure, so. Oh, Rock has died.
Thanks for the room, David. Appreciate it, bud.
I think he might have DQ'd out there because, yeah, he just disappeared after that, so. That might be our 2nd place secured.
Okay.
I got no such setup.
Maybe I'm driving this
I also
track
have
all wrong.
damage.
If I'm driving this wrong, feel free to shout at me because Maybe I'm just dumb, but I don't understand how to drive around
Now
this
do you?
track with my limited seat time, but
Nah, there was no hit.
that's fair enough. Again, if Richard or Michael catch us here, we won't even bother fighting. There's no point, so let them go and enjoy their class victories.
Thanks for the room, Hector.
You're welcome.
Come on, is one of y'all not going to give him room? I think my attempt at humor is falling on deaf ears, but again, I'm too bored.
Yeah, when I hear the other message.
The lead has gone off.
You're too quick, Paula. Go on.
There goes Rock, so yeah, he must have had DQ there. I'll let you go when you get here, Michael. I'm just riding around bored.
Thanks for the room, bud.
Wade's killing it. He's just slicing through all these guys. 23-second lead. Even going through traffic, he's significantly faster than I am. Again, I'm not pushing at all, but there's no point. I mean, I just can't. I can't do anything pace-wise. It's just not one of those tracks for me, unfortunately. But it's fine. We got, what, 5 minutes to go? Oh, less than 4. Awesome. So probably 3 to go. I don't even know what to do. Like, this is the freaking 36 car, the number 10 Mazda, or 10th place Mazda. I don't know what you're even supposed to do. Especially when they do that. Let Michael go deal with that. No idea what we're supposed to do here. We're going to have to make the pass on the front stretch, obviously.
I'm on 14, Dario.
Big dive there from Richard on the Mazda. Didn't work out because, again, track is dumb. Class differential speed is dumb. So now he's got to follow him through all these twisty bits for no reason. He's going to get to the inside maybe there. Nope, not quite. Big brake lock up there for Michael. Not sure if the Clio is ABS or what. Front wheel drive little car. Seems like it'd be a fun car, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't care. I don't race this series enough anymore. Maybe it's just a netcode thing, but he's a lot of smoke coming out. Yeah, smoke. Richard has caught us as well. White flag, thank goodness. Great win, Wade. You are incredibly fast. Sorry, Richard, I know you're faster. I know I'm in your way, but there's only 2 corners to go and enough straightaway that I can stay in front of you, so not going to bail out this time and let you go.
Thanks, Justin. The last time I pulled in here was a PB.
Yeah, well, I saw a 28. I was like, yep, okay, it's SR race, but good fun as always. What a mega drive by him. That's crazy. So. All right, we'll come home, take a P2 in class, P3 overall, but again, it makes no difference. So probably could have held off Michael if we wanted to, but decided to let him go and carve some space.
Sorry, Nicholas. The safest place for me to be was between you and Tom.
Go on ahead, take our P2. Car stopped all over the place, which is always good.
Or the other way around.
What was the gap there? 31 seconds. Awesome. Yeah, we don't need any SR. We didn't have any incidents, so we'll just pull off here. Again, that was honestly not that much fun. It was not a enjoyable 25 minutes of Winton. Not even a little bit. But those things happen. So yeah, we'll wait for our results to populate here. We did end up with 0x in the race, which is great. That was a goal. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about
Great
that.
pursuit, Dominic.
Wasn't really fun. Again, here looks like a couple cars finishing up, coming around, which is good.
Good race, everybody. That was fun.
So you're not showing up anymore this week, right? Let's look at the incidents for each car. 10 for the 11 and 14 for the front 3 Clios. Wade takes a 0. Again, he was just riding around under no pressure at all. Herbert 0 and his Mazda, wherever that was, will take a 0 as well. Very happy with that. Matt Kane, the 86 takes a 0. Kazuki takes a 0. Jaime takes a 0. Alan Moffat takes a 0. Is that the Alan Moffat? Whatever. Marcelino takes a 0, and that was it. So actually a fair number. I mean,
Mustang's
we had
just so much fun to drive.
38 cars in the split. I just can't wrap my mind around this track. I don't know if it's because I'm an old head that doesn't want to learn a new track, but I just cannot figure out how to get this car around here with any kind of pace.
Yeah, when I first drove this track, the first few times it was hard to get the right lines, but once you get the right lines, you can get a good time around here.
Yeah, I just need more seat time, but I learned a little bit following you for the 4 corners. I could see you, so appreciate it. Good win. We will take that. So that's going to be it. We'll go check out our results here. Did split. So yeah, we lose 15 iRating and we're down below 3,000 once again, 29.97. And only 4 lost for Mr. Rock, wherever he is there. Yeah, he loses 4 of his 317. We lose 15 because logic. But I guess that's how it goes. You sign up for that, so whatever. It doesn't really matter. We just essentially had a time trial. So learned a little bit, but not nearly enough. 5800 was the #1 car for Henri there. In the Clio, 4500, 4600 for Tom, the #2 car. So pretty good SOF there. Pretty good stack as the whole field. Even though it was a huge field, we still had over 2100 SOF. So cool. I guess we'll take that.
Hey,
And we
Justin,
will.
I just sent you a setup. Try using that one.
For sure, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, we'll give that a whirl, I guess.
No
Why not?
worries, bud.
And we'll call that a wrap. So that's going to be it. Make sure you drop that like and the sub down below. Don't want to miss any action from iRacing. Anything else we may do here. Good to get this one in. Now we don't have to worry about getting one in anymore. We just got to go try to find one that we can go win. So we'll test with Wade's setup, I guess, and see if mine is washed. But we'll give that a whirl, and we'll get back to the next one. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always. Bye-bye.